Back home now, we are waiting on today's case numbers in Victoria. The Premier there expected to announce a revised restriction plan for the state later today, admitting now that zero COVID cases is no longer a target. Live now to Melissa Christides in Melbourne. Mel, we are awaiting today's numbers. We haven't seen them yet. They might be a little late given what we expect in days gone by, but we are hearing of a spike.
Correct, Laura. We are waiting in anticipation and they are expected to climb into the triple-digit figures, well over 100. And we haven't seen cases climb this high since Melbourne's deadly second wave in September last year. So we're on standby for that information. And the Victorian Premier is also expected to announce the revising and easing of some restrictions later today after emergency meetings were held late last night with health authorities and the Chief Health Officer. They're going to assess how many cases it would be safe with to reopen after the Victorian Premier conceded that zero cases is no longer an option, and he does expect to further ease restrictions once we see case numbers decline. So what can we expect to hear from the government today? Well, let's bring up that graphic for our viewers at home to see what we can expect in today's announcement. So we do know that schools will remain shut, that playground ban will be scrapped, that increased travel from your home from that 5-kilometre radius could be extended, that curfew, that controversial curfew is still in question. We could see lighter restrictions in regional other than areas like Shepparton where we've seen that disastrous outbreak, and businesses are also calling for a clearer roadmap out. And also, Laura, some pretty tragic news over the past 24 hours with 2 COVID deaths reported in the state, a woman in her 40s and a woman in her 60s. It's still unbeknown if they had any pre-existing comorbidities or if they were vaccinated, but it's the first 2 deaths we've seen here in almost a year, so sad news nonetheless. Laura?
Mel, thanks.